Hello everyone, welcome to Adventure Gaming. Now I've been on this YouTube channel for quite a while now, but I've never got the chance to introduce myself. So, my name is William Afton, and I specialize in the creation of robotic machines for the entertainment of youth. But today I am here to discuss the hit horror game franchise, Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's start with the third installment, shall we? Oh, and also I'm going to be joined by my business partner, Henry Emily, but that's nothing important. After the success of the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, and its sequel, the game creator, Scott Cawthon, decided to wrap up the trilogy with a third game. On March the 2nd, 2015, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was released to the public, and the reaction was mediocre, to say the least. It wasn't that the game was bad, it was just a case of that it never lived up to the hype, and it wasn't nearly as good as its first two predecessors. But I think after this video, we could turn that opinion around. We are about to deep dive into all the details, such as...
The atmosphere is very green, to say the least. You do get used to it though. The atmosphere is very dingy and decrepit. I mean, it fits, you know, since it's a horror attraction. And the posters on the walls look like they have mold on the outer edges of them. But let's get back to the office, shall we? The office looks surprisingly clean, with only a few dirt marks and bits of dust around the place. As you can see, there is a box with the old toy animatronics. You get it? You could say it's a box of broken toys. Totally no reference to my new game or anything. With a poster and one of the paper pals hanging above it. This culminates in the feeling that something just isn't right, or that something bad is about to happen. This fits with the designs of the characters. Oh, speaking of character design.
My opinion, Springtrap is the greatest character in the entire universe. And I must say, my opinion isn't an unpopular one. Of course, everyone knows that Scott's humor designs are not the best. But the way he can create a purple decrepit corpse inside of a rabbit suit fits the green, dirty, moldy, and uncomfortable environment. The way his eyes are constantly fixated on you, wide open, as he stares at you with his giant grin. Seeing that in front of you, in a window frame, in the case of there is no door or anything in front of you to separate him coming in and murdering you. Other characters also fit the environment really well with their dirty or burnt designs, but they're just recolors, so they're not nearly as good as Springtrap in terms of design or gore. But how did Springtrap end up like this? Why is he in this attraction? Why is he trying to kill this night guard?
Set 3 decades, aka 30 years after FNAF 1, which FNAF 2 is a prequel to FNAF 1, but let's not get too distracted here, and a new horror attraction called Fazbear's Fright, which was built to cash in on the disturbing past of Fazbear Entertainment and their multiple child murder cover-ups, etc. You most likely play as Michael Afton, the oldest son of William Afton, on a quest to find his father, after being scooped and being used as an animatronic flesh suit for a while, but we'll talk about that in another video. Basically, the crew from Fazbear's Fright are going to the old abandoned FNAF 1 location and just to get props for the attraction. In between night 1 and 2, they find a sealed up hidden room. So of course, they break the wall down and go in there, which is where they find Springtrap, whom they move to the attraction. Each night you will receive a phone call, like the last 2 games. But this time, it's a new guy called Phone Dude, who was also voiced by Scott Cawthon, like the last 2 phone guys. Phone Dude only talks to you from night 1 to night 2. From Night 3 onwards, you'll hear training tapes on how to use these suits known as spring-lock suits, which, as he puts it, double as both animatronic and suit. How do these work, you ask? Well, as the co-founder of Fredbear's Family Diner, I'll tell you. So first, you lock the hand crank into a slot on the back of the suit and wind it until the spring locks are fastened tightly to the walls of the inside of the suit. And there you go. You can now carefully climb inside and perform for the customers. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, the spring locks are very sensitive to moisture, etc. So breathe on the spring locks, get any liquid on, or press against the spring locks while you or anyone else is wearing one of our spring lock suits. This information will come in handy very soon. Anyway, let's move on to the mini games. Throughout the game, on specific nights, you can do specific things to trigger mini games, which will help you free the souls of the missing children who were killed by Willy. I mean Purple Guy all those years ago. To get the good ending, that is. But if you don't care about the missing kids, then you'll get the bad ending. Oh, speaking of mini games that include more lore, here's more.
In between each night, there is a minigame where you play as 4 of the original characters from the first Five Nights at Freddy's. You are led to a boarded up back room where I dismantle you. But in the final game, you play as the spirit that possesses one of the 5 animatronics. This time, you're not led there, but you have to make your way to the back room yourself, where the souls are tormenting the purple guy. Afraid, he runs into the yellow rabbit suit, but as rainwater drips through the ceiling, the spring locks snap shut and crush him, but somehow don't kill him. The room is sealed up again, where Springtrap is found 30 years later by the founders of Fazbear's Fright.
Wait, William, if you're Purple Guy, then why are you referring to the Purple Guy in the minigames as if they're a separate entity?
Oh, well, you see, I'm not that kind of purple guy to run into a springlock suit while it's raining. You think I'm stupid, Henry?
Well, then who was that guy?
Duh, it was obviously my son, Michael.
You said you were the one who dismantled—
Shut up!
Wait, are you seriously referring to the mic trap theory?
Well, I think it's a pretty valid theory.
Well, I guess it's just a theory.
A game theory! What?
I meant game theory, okay? It's just a game theory.